In this example, we are asked to compare f of x, which is a square root function, to g of x, which is an exponential function, all at the value of 3. It says f of 3 and g of 3. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to actually evaluate both of these functions for that value of 3. That means that x is going to equal 3 for both of these. So I'm going to start with f of x, and I know that I'm trying to find f of 3. So that's going to be the square root of 3 times 3, and then outside of it, plus 5. So when we start inside the grouping symbol, I know that 3 times 3 is 9, so the square root of 9 plus 5. I also know that the square root of 9 is 3 plus 5. So f of 3 is going to equal 8. So the first part of evaluating these functions, now I need to go evaluate g of 3. So g of 3, I know I need the 4 and the 2, but now instead of x, that power is going to be 3. So it's 4 times 2 to the third power. So I need to start by simplifying that exponent piece. 2 to the third power, which I know is 8. Remember, you don't want to do the 4 times 2 first. That's not how I got the 8. I got the 8 from 2 to the third power, which is 2 times 2 times 2. You have to follow your order of operations here, which means we want to do the exponents first, and then we can do the multiplication. So I'm going to bring down the 4, and now I can do 4 times 8, which will give me 32, which is way different than if you did 4 times 2 first and then to the third power. So g of 3 here equals 32. So I'm going to give you a second to go ahead and copy this down if you need to, because I'm going to have to clear it so we can do this last piece, okay? So go ahead and pause the video if you need to. I went ahead and cleared everything and then moved it around because this last piece that we're going to need to do is compare. And compare means you need to tell me if f of 3 is less than, greater than, or equal to g of 3. So if we look at those two values, 8. Is 8 bigger or smaller than 32? 8 is obviously smaller, right? And smaller, another word for that is less than. So we want to use the less than symbol when we write our final statement, which is going to be that f of 3 is less than g of 3, because again, 8 is less than 32. That's it.